Welcome to IGEL Disrupt 2024, and we're here at the Diplomat Hotel in Miami, Florida. Today I have the pleasure of having Marcel Calef from ControlUp. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having us, Brian. Good.
Tell me a little bit about your role at ControlUp.
So I started with ControlUp 7 years ago and worked in the field with the company, and as of this year I'm working as the America's Field CTO.
Okay. And for people that aren't familiar with ControlUp, maybe you can kind of just give us a background about the company.
So ControlUp is a digital employee experience platform that enables IT teams to quickly identify problems that their users might be having and improve the digital employee experience of those employees in a quick manner by having real-time metrics and actionable data within the product.
Tell me a little bit more about your product line, and is it like a dashboard product?
So it's a lot more than a dashboard. A dashboard will simply show you some information and you can glance at it and then jump somewhere else to resolve the problem.
Right.
With ControlUp, what we try to do is give you the dashboard, which is a springboard that directly takes you. You can click from that dashboard into a problem and quickly get to where the problem is and how to address it directly from one page. So instead of having to detect the problem, write down the serial number or whatever it is, go to another tool, type that in, right. It's all built in.
That's great. We are at the IGEL Disrupt event, so maybe you can talk a little bit about your partnership with IGEL.
For sure. IGEL has, this event has been great for us. We've been participating on IGEL Disrupt since the beginning, and every year we try to bring something new and enhance how our product interacts with IGEL. We have multiple touch points. We can look at the IGEL as a standalone endpoint that the users are connecting to it. We could look at it as the endpoint from a VDI or desktop as a service a session. And all of our products integrate with IGEL, both on that physical endpoint monitoring as well as the endpoint of a VDI or DAS session.
IGEL Disrupt is very EUC oriented. What are some of the challenges or trends that you're seeing in the EUC space right now that ControlUp is helping to facilitate?
So the reality on the EUC or VDI, desktop as a service, is that there's some uncertainty, a lot of different opportunities, a lot of players, a lot of options, which is a good thing, right? I think change is always something that we might be afraid of, but from the IT teams and the customers that we have, both IGEL and us, this enables IT teams to really find better options and some, maybe pushes them to look for different things. And whether they're looking to go from one of the traditional VDI platforms to a cloud desktop as a service, IGEL can walk with them throughout that process. The same IGEL devices can do the same thing, and ControlUp can monitor it side by side, whether it's a cloud desktop as a service or a VDI, a traditional VDI solution. We support all of them, and IGEL is part of that solution.
So what are some of the things that you're showing here at the event?
So the two things that we're going to show is the two hot integrations, and maybe if you want I can jump in and show it as a demo at some point, where we can see what's happening on an IGEL device as an endpoint connected to a VDI session, and understand, is that employee having a problem that is self-inflicted, as we call it. IT teams also always tell us that, right? Half of the time the problem is not the VDI or desktop as a service infrastructure, it's something at the customer's end, but you need to be able to prove it. You need to be able to track along all the path between the physical endpoint, IGEL PC, Mac, to the virtual desktop or VDI solution. Well,
great. Why don't we take a quick look at it?
For sure. So what I have here is I have one of our guys has a device. It's an IGEL Thin Client connected via Wi-Fi to an AT&T, in this case, service provider. By the way, it's a live demo. This is really happening. So there's somebody there. I can see by The name over here, it's an Azure MCS, it's probably Citrix. So you have here a Citrix session in this case, connected through a cloud provider, and we can measure and really know that there's a very poor Wi-Fi on that device. So clearly as an admin, I can pinpoint what the problem that Anne is having. I can also tell Anne, you probably need to refresh your hardware because that thin client shouldn't be chewing up 26% unless they're doing something. And I can close that and then drill into that session and look, for example, at other devices. This one's at a Horizon from a PC. Notice how the CPU there is even higher, so who knows what they're doing on that machine. So the admin has that ability to look at things or go back and look at where is that session connected from, what type of hardware is running it, what resource group is that running in Azure, what Citrix Cloud tenant is it coming from, and if I wanted to take action, I could do that directly from here. Everything, even log off that user, do a remote control, all within this console. Yeah, so this is one of the products. The other product is the ability to monitor the device as a device itself. So here we have the little demo device that we're demoing from. So it's an IGEL OS 12. You can see that over here. And we could see that it is connected to the convention Wi-Fi. We can see all the CPU usage. We've connected it to multiple sessions. You could at any point in time drill and understand what are the processes that are generating that CPU consumption, or how's the Wi-Fi been, right? So 50% Wi-Fi, it's been okay. In this case, it hasn't affected us. Latency is a little bit high, but as long as it doesn't go below that, as an admin, I can tell yes, that's there's Wi-Fi is not ideal, but if it's working fine, then
yeah. Well, great. It was great to take a look at the product and see it firsthand, especially for people that can't be at the show. Yeah. So for the people that can't be here, what's a good place for them to find out more information about ControlUp?
So, obviously our website, but if they wanted, they could go to app.controlup.com and literally get going. Register their email, start attendance, start monitoring their IGEL devices, their PCs, their Macs, their VDIs, all within minutes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to speak with VMblog, and we hope you have a great show.
Thank you.